filmed a book vlog in such a long time, and I've been having this itch to go to Barnes & Noble. So I figured today I would film a little book vlog specifically for the fall time because I have been just wanting to go to Barnes and look at all the fall books. I also saw there have been a lot of new releases for the fall time, specifically in like the romance department. So yeah, let's have a nice little cozy fall day today doing some bookish activities. But right now it is the afternoon, so I'm having a little bit of lunch right now. These little sandwich rolls from Costco, they're so convenient. So I just have that and some carrots and some berries. And after I eat this, we are going to head to Barnes & Noble. It's actually really hot, so I take that back about it being a crispy fall day. It was cooler earlier, but now it is 73 degrees. Okay, I mean, that's not too bad, but I think it's just because I'm wearing a long sleeve. Thinking before we go to Barnes, let's go get a little pick-me-up and get some coffee. I'm thinking we can go to Coffee Bean and get a fall drink before they don't have them anymore. Yeah, I think Coffee Bean has been my favorite place so far, chain-wise, to get fall drinks from. They have really good pumpkin drinks. They have like an iced Americano, a cold brew, a latte. Also, by the way, if you're wondering, this has been my favorite lip product lately for fall time. It is the Dior Lip Glow Oil, and this one is in the shade Mahogany. It's the color, it's so pretty. I honestly will probably repurchase this. Maybe I might get another shade too for the winter time. But this has been like my everyday fall lip go-to. But okay, let's go get a coffee. Okay, picked up a coffee. This looks really, really good. This time I got an iced pumpkin dry iced Americano. Did I just say iced 2 times? I think I did. No caramel drizzle, just because I feel like anytime I add caramel drizzle to a coffee, it's just way too sweet for me. And I did half of the sweetness of the pumpkin and the vanilla in here. I'm normally the type of person that can tell if the nice coffee is going to be good by the color or not. And so far, this looks like a good one. So let's give it a little taste test. I was thinking about getting the pumpkin cold brew, but I've had that so many times. I was just like, you know what? Let me just switch it up a little bit. Also, they had a different coffee that just is not intriguing me enough to try it. It's a pumpkin layered latte, and I think it's like a regular pumpkin spice latte, but I think it has like cold brew whipped foam on the top and oat milk and something like that. I don't know. It sounds pretty good. It sounds different, but it doesn't look that great to me. If you try that one though, let me know if you like it or not. I know they also have a vanilla layered latte too, which sounds interesting. This is really good. If you're like me and you don't like your coffees super sweet and you want to go to Coffee Bean, get this order, half sweet, no caramel drizzle if you don't like caramel. Immediately, this put me in the fall happy vibes. So let's go to Barnes. Back home from Barnes & Noble, and can I just say first, Barnes & Noble is such a nice self-care kind of place. Like, even if you go and you don't buy a book and you just want to look around, it is such a peaceful, cozy store. I forgot how much I loved it for a second because it's been a while since I have last been. Also, this was the first time that I finally went to the other side of the store. Like, I haven't been on the other side where they have all the games, the arts and crafts, the Lego sets, like all the little cute cozy activities, I finally went over there and I was like, why have I not been in this section? Like, it is so cute. It had a book journal, which I was looking at and I was very tempted to buy, but I didn't get it because I felt like it was a little bit boring. Like, each page had just the title of the book, the author out of 5 stars, and then some lines to write on. Right now I do it on my iPad, and I pretty much do that same thing, but I just add like the images of the book, and then I do like different colors and I write on my iPad. I do want to get a book scrapbook and do the whole thing where like you can cut out magazine photos or just like print out pictures of what's in the book and then just make it a beautiful layout of each book that I read and like its rating and everything. So I don't know why I haven't started that. I need to do that for sure. I usually like to set a realistic amount of books for myself to read so that they don't kind of get lost in my book cart. I ended up getting 2 fall books. These were both on the buy one get one 50% off table, and I feel like it's funny because every single time I go to Barnes & Noble, I always end up finding 2 books on the buy one get one tables. So I don't know if it's just my luck or what, but they had so many fall reads that I have been seeing on social media. I have just seen them all over the place and I did not know what to decide, but I picked 2 that are very popular current newer release books. So the first one you guys probably all know or have heard of. It is People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young, and the cover of it is just stunning. Colorings and the images of the 2 main characters and the autumnal vibes, it's just giving all that. I have read a couple books by this author and I really enjoy them, so I am hoping I will enjoy this book. Now, with that being said, I have heard so many mixed reviews on this story. Some people love this book, some people absolutely hate it. So I don't know where I'm gonna fall in that category. I will be honest after I read it what I think of it, but I did not let that stop me and I still got it anyways. It is supposed to be an emotional, small town, kind of cozy, but more like emotional read. Also, I feel like another reason why I really enjoy this author's books is because I feel like the way she writes really makes the characters relatable. Like, they usually have real life stories, real life situations, both good and bad, so it really makes you feel connected to the characters. So this story follows the female main character. Her name is Prue. She lives in a small town in Baysville and she has pretty much spent her entire life there. She works at a gas station with her dad, and she's also helping her mom through Alzheimer's. So she's really surrounding her life around her family, and that's kind of what she has been used to doing. And then fast forward, here comes Milo, the male main character. He comes into Baysville to help his brother with his beer company, and one day he meets Prue at the gas station and they become friends, and their connection kind of goes from there. Really excited to see how these 2 connect and how their relationship blossoms and develops, and I'm also just excited to see how both of them individually develop. So I am just really excited to read this. It's going to be interesting because, again, I know there are very mixed reviews on this book. I'm pretty sure this is a standalone as well. For the other book, guys, this was a hard decision because I was really back and forth between several fall reads, but I definitely wanted something cute, small town, cozy. That is just definitely up my alley, and I wanted something a little more fun because I know this one's going to be kind of emotional in a way. So I picked Kindling. This one is by Bonnie Woods. I've never read anything from this author. Cover got to me because it's so cute. I love the dog, I love the 2 characters, I love the autumnal vibes, and I also heard that the audiobook is really good for this one because the MMC has a Scottish accent. So if you are an audiobook person, definitely read this one. But yeah, it says sparks will fly even without firewood, And this one is One Grumpy Scottish Woodsman, One Uprooted City Girl, One Autumn That Changes Everything. Snug autumnal retreat in the Highlands is the perfect escape for Harper until she is stranded in the forest with nowhere to stay. Fraser, I'm pretty sure it's Fraser, is a gruff local woodcutter reluctantly offers her his lumberjack's cabin in one condition: she mustn't distract him from his duties. But Fraser is finding his beautiful guest annoyingly hard to ignore, and the way he chops firewood, dogged, powerful, and precise, is distracting Harper too. Soon as the flame red leaves fall overhead, Harper and Fraser are both forced to wonder, am I falling faster? I am very excited for this one. I love that it takes place in a cabin. I love that they come from two different backgrounds, and that is just everything I like in a book. So I am super excited. Okay, I just did a little bit of organization in this book cart. It desperately needed it, but I am so mad and so happy at the same time because I found my library card. I thought I lost it when returning a book, but it was in the bottom of my book cart, and I'm so mad because I really wanted to go to the library today. So you live and you learn, I guess. But I want to show you a little after of my book cart, and ta-da, here it is. It looks 10 times better. It might look a little boring to some, but to me it looks way better because before the books are kind of just thrown everywhere. But yeah, I want to give you a little updated book cart tour. So here we have all the purple to yellow to blue books. Funny story, love that one. Love Light Farms, that is such a good holiday Christmas read, highly recommend. Happy Singles Day, I haven't read this book yet. I went to Lush a little while ago and they were having this event where people were trading in books, and they had this bubble bar making ceremony thing. So I went to that and I traded in a thriller book for this one, and it looks pretty good. It looks interesting. So still have to get to this book. Out of the Woods, that was such a good read. We have the Laurie Gilmore books. Love these so much. We have One Golden Summer, Expiration Dates. These are all like my summery books right here. I loved these over the summertime. And then these is really funny because these are actually my two favorite books I've read ever so far. Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren, such a good book. And Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This category right here is my favorite because I love pink. So I love any kind of book that's pink, I'll probably read it. On the end, we have my recent autumnal books, so I love that. Speaking of fall books though, I still have to figure out how I can make my book cart a little more seasonal, or like by category of like different seasons or different themes of the books, because I've seen other people do that and I really like that idea. So if you have any kind of book organization shelf tips, definitely let me know in the comments. But I think for that I might have to get a little bit of a bigger bookshelf. I have been looking at a couple thrift stores for a bookshelf, so since my book collection is growing, I think we might have to eventually upgrade that. And also I have the cutest fall bookmarks. I got these from Barnes & Noble. We have a pumpkin spice latte, we have a scarf, and then a pumpkin spice candle. Super cute. I was doing some research earlier on some more books that I want to read for the rest of this month. So I am going to make my October TBR on my iPad. I like using Notability to do this. It's free, and also you can find these templates. Like I found this one for the summertime and super cute. I did all my summer TBR in here. So we're gonna make a new one for the rest of fall / Halloween. Finished my TBR for the rest of October. These are all the fall books that I still want to get through and hopefully I get or complete by the end of this month. We have the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Heard that people didn't really like the Pumpkin Spice Cafe as much, and it's more of just that like cheesy, corny kind of Hallmark love story. But I feel like the Laurie Gilmore books are all kind of the Hallmark vibes. But I haven't got around to reading it yet. I don't know why, because that's like one of the most popular fall books that there is. But hopefully I can either purchase it or find it at the library. Also have Can't Help Falling in Love by Sophie Sullivan. I heard this is like fake engagement situation. It's one of those fake dating scenario things, which I love, and I haven't really read a story like that in a while. So I was actually looking for this one today, but I did not find it at Barnes & Noble. Also have Wild Card by Elsie Silver. I did see that one at Barnes today. I was tempted to get it, but there are so many I want to get. So I'm like, where do I start? These ones I think are only available online. I might be wrong about that. But we have the Cinnamon Spice Inn. And then this one I saw on TikTok, and the cover really drew me in. It looks really interesting. It is Love and Lattes at Pumpkin Hollow. Also was looking for that one at Barnes & Noble and did not see it. I have heard several book talk girlies talk about this one and they love it. It is If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. But yeah, that is my TBR for the rest of this month. Other than that, I think I'm going to start reading one of the books that I got. And yeah, that pretty much concludes this little book vlog for fall time. I really hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you want to see more book content, more bookish vlogs, days in the life, more reading vlogs. I would love to do that. I didn't even see Belle in the background this entire time. Were you here the entire time in the background? You're so cute, just in a little bundle. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you made it to the end, comment the book emoji. I will see you soon in the next video. Bye!